So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. We interrupt this outro to bring you our accommodations for the next couple of nights. Hotel Charles Lindbergh. Let's go check this out. That doesn't even look real. That looks like something out of Planet Coaster. So one perk for a hotel guest of Hotel Charles Lindbergh is that at 8:30 at night, you can just walk around Rookburgh. And I guess everyone is waiting for the sun to completely set. Sun has been setting very, very late lately. But yeah, me and Anthony are currently the only ones walking around Rookburgh, and this is, I can't even describe it. This is just so surreal. What's up guys, welcome back to So Many Parks, So Little Time, or as I like to call it, Phantasialand. Man, I've been excited for every single park on this trip so far, but today is a highlight for sure because today we are at Phantasialand in Brühl, Germany. I have been looking forward to this park for such a long time. It's actually a very small park, it's only a couple acres big. They don't have the biggest ride collection, but every single thing that they do, every single ride, every piece of scenery, every attention to detail is done with maximum effort. And it all culminates to this park's top two roller coasters, Taron, which is an Intamin Blitz coaster, and their brand new F.L.Y, which is a new generation Vekoma launched flying coaster. These are two of my most anticipated roller coasters of this trip. They have been met with so many great reviews and I've heard just so many good things about them. And then not only are the coasters fantastic, fantastic on their own, but they are equipped with some of the most elaborate theming on any roller coaster ever. Each ride here is integrated into its land perfectly, and then F.L.Y is encompassed in the Hotel Charles Lindbergh. The entire hotel was built around this ride. An entire new section of the park was built around this ride. It is just an immaculate concept, and I'm so excited to check this out. By the way, we've been staying at the Hotel Charles Lindbergh, which offers just some of the most spectacular views of F.L.Y. The amenities, the rooms themselves, and then the access to the F.L.Y roller coaster has made Charles Lindbergh Hotel absolutely worth it. Not a fan of the guy himself, but his hotel, pretty darn good. So yeah, my heart's pumping. The park's about to open. Let's get ready to check out Phantasialand. This F.L.Y is absolutely incredible. This is easily the best flying coaster that I have ever done. So for the longest time, B&M was the reigning king of flying roller coasters. No one had ever innovated the concept past them. And then Vekoma here, they just took the next step. The ride is fantastic. The restraints are super comfortable. They're non-restrictive. They feel very open. And then it is a new generation Vekoma, which means the ride is extremely smooth. The launches are absolutely fantastic. Probably the biggest strength of the coaster is just the way it interacts with its environment. It interacts with the hotel, it interacts with the paths and the guests, and it interacts with all of Rookburgh. It is just such a well thought out and executed concept, and so much love, creativity, and details were put into the whole Rookburgh section, but that makes F.L.Y, in my opinion, one of the best roller coasters in the world. I don't know where I would rank it, but it is an absolute must ride. You gotta make your way out to Phantasialand to ride it. It really is that good.
Those are very well themed.
Yeah. spinning coaster. It's a 2 tracks, 1 force, 1 fear. Going into this ride, I didn't know too much about it other than it's a custom layout and it has some tricks to it. And boy, does it have some tricks to it. I'm not going to spoil what those are. You're just going to have to ride it for yourself and find out. I will say this, ride the force side first because you're going to ride the fear side after that, and that's by far the better side. Very unique set of spinners. I love this thing. Just when I thought this park could not get any better, Taron is absolutely fantastic. I can't remember the last time I was this satisfied with a roller coaster. Actually, maybe Conda. Actually, maybe Ride to Happiness. Fury. There's been a lot of really good rides on this trip, but Taron is absolutely the real deal. It's an Intamin Blitz coaster, and unlike Maverick, unlike Velocicoaster, it doesn't go upside down, but don't let that fool you into thinking that this ride is mild. It's not. It is absolutely an extreme ride. You get a lot of very strong ejector airtime moments, a lot of twists and turns that toss you out of your seat. Very similar to Velocicoaster, actually. I was expecting to love F.L.Y and think that that's the best coaster in the park, but Taron really gives it a run for its money. Taron gives F.L.Y a run for its money. Yeah, between this and F.L.Y and just how beautiful Phantasialand is, it all culminates to make this, so far, one of my favorite theme parks of all time. There is a 200+ foot drop tower in here. Yeah. And I thought Dr. Doom had a elaborate queue. So for Mystery Tower, I kinda had my expectations misplaced. I thought that the drop tower was going to be one thing and then it was something else entirely. And because of that, I sort of got off the ride kinda disappointed, but that was more my fault than the ride's fault. The ride is extremely unique. It's unlike any other drop tower you've been on. That being said, it's not one of my favorite drop towers. I think it would have been a lot better if it was more of the concept that was in my head. But still, the execution, the way it's done, the way it's unique, it's a very much worth checking out. It's just so cool having a full-size drop tower completely indoors in the dark with some thematic elements thrown in. As someone from Wyoming, I really appreciate a ride themed to Colorado. And actually, Colorado Mine Train is one of the most intense mine trains that I've been on. It's a Vekoma model, but it is absolutely wild. There's airtime, there's a lot of laterals, and honestly, it's almost a thrill ride. It's very much not a family ride. Totally one of the best mine trains I've been on. So, Black Mamba was the first and the last B&M invert on this trip, and it is a very, very good one. The roller coaster was built around the same time as the Hotel Matamba and creates a whole Africa section of this park. The ride, it might be one of the smaller B&M inverts, however it packs one awesome punch. The first half, it kind of feels like a typical B&M invert. It starts with a vertical loop followed by a barrel roll, and then after that, that's when it sort of starts to deviate from the formula. It does this like crazy non-inverted Immelman thing, 2 back-to-back corkscrews. On the finale of the ride, it's sort of like a blitz coaster. It just does a twist after twist, helix. It's so low to the ground. It feels like the coaster is going so much faster than it actually is. It's very much an entrenched roller coaster, sort of like Nemesis at Alton Towers. It just sort of accentuates the excitement of the ride. It's a fantastic inverted roller coaster, and even though it does sort of pale in comparison to F.L.Y and Taron, it still absolutely has a place here in Phantasialand. And the ride just looks fantastic. I can't with this park, it's too beautiful.
Okay, so that means I'm not doing the second shot. I gotta get these other shots.
good. So Talocan is probably one of the best flat rides I've ever been on. It's definitely the best plus top spin I've been on. I really, really like the one at IMG Worlds of Adventure, Thor, and then Talocan, it's similar to that, but better in every way, most notably the theming. Just like a lot of the other rides here, it is all about presentation. You got these water effects, these fire effects, and then to cap it all out, it's a very intense ride. There are 2 moments in the ride where it flips you 5 or more times. That's the kind of ride I love when I think about a top spin.
I think it just does a little bit more.
So Chiapas is excellent. Coming to this park, I had been told that it's one of the best log flumes in the world, and yeah, I kind of agree. Now, if you know my channel, you know that I really don't like log flumes that get you absolutely soaked, and yeah, Chiapas sort of borders on that limit. However, the rest of the ride is so good. The theming, the surprises in store, and then especially the drop and the final splashdown. It's all really well done. You actually get some airtime on this thing. So yeah, is Chiapas the best log flume in the world? I think I still like Splash Mountain a bit better, but Chiapas is very, very darn good.
Ratatouille the ride.
Pretty much. Ratatouille, Toy Story Mania.
Well, I think we're about to ride Ratatouille the ride.
Let's do it.
So in preparation for this park, we were totally expecting Phantasialand to just be slammed. But currently, F.L.Y is a 10-minute wait. So, that was Phantasialand in Brühl, Germany, and boy did this park deliver. I had such high expectations for this park and it absolutely met them all and exceeded them. This park is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most pleasant experiences to walk through. There's so many sights to see and so many There's so many sights to see, so many cool things to look at, and then the rides, man. These are just some of the most insane ride experiences that you can get. Both F.L.Y and Taron are just two of the world's best roller coasters. Even if you were to plop them into an empty field, they'd be fantastic, but the way they're incorporated into their environments, a lot of thought and effort was really put into that. And then the experience was made even better with Hotel Charles Lindbergh. Just the accommodations being so close to the theme park, and of course the integration of F.L.Y into the surroundings, that made the experience tenfold better. And then the final added bonus was it was actually rather quiet both days. Other than the rope drop on the first day, we barely had to wait in any lines, anywhere, even on F.L.Y. So overall, I couldn't have asked for a better day. I can't recommend Phantasialand enough. So that's going to do it here at Phantasialand, but the trip is far from over. We got plenty more sights both in Europe as well as in Germany. The trip continues in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.